Rolling Stone Ronnie Wood has made a triumphant return to stage after his battle with lung cancer, as he said being in the band was a gift that can't be bought. The guitarist, who underwent a 4-hour op earlier this year to remove a tumor, received a hero's welcome in front of 90,000 fans in Hamburg, Germany, on the first night of the band's European tour. And the star, 70, said of the fact he was still rocking after decades in the band, "It's like a gift that can't be bought. It's an amazing feeling." He was supported on Saturday night by wife Sally and his 15-month-old twin daughters Gracie and Alice, who came with him to the show at the city's Stadtpark outdoor stadium. Ronnie said of the reaction from the fans, "We're all equally surprised at how great the vibe is, because we love to make people happy with our music, and it seems to work." Ronnie previously revealed he was diagnosed with lung cancer earlier this year. During a routine health check, his doctor asked if he could also check his heart, lungs and blood, and discovered what were described as a supernova burning away on my left lung. He added at the time, "He asked me what I wanted to do and my answer was simple, just get it out of me. There was a week when everything hung in the balance and it could have been curtains, time to say goodbye." But Ronnie battled back to health, and is now on the road with fellow Stones Mick Jagger, 74, Keith Richards, 73 and Charlie Watts, 76, taking in 14 cities on their latest tour across Europe. Hamburg's show, the first major live music event at the venue in 28 years, saw the Stones delight the crowd with a hit-filled set including Paint It Black, Satisfaction, and Gimme Shelter. It follows last year's dates in South America, culminating in the historical concert in Havana, Cuba. The band heads to Austria, Switzerland, Italy, Spain, Holland, Denmark, Sweden, and Paris. Keith said earlier this week how the band have no intention to retire and wanted to continue as long as possible. "It's still too early for me to talk about the Stones' legacy," Keith said. "We haven't finished yet. There's one thing that we haven't yet achieved, and that's to really find out how long you can do this. It's still such a joy to play with this band that you can't really let go of it. So we've got to find out, you know?" The guitarist said he was tired of being grilled as to whether the band would ever retire. "I think people have gotten bored with asking that question at this point," he said. "I'm more interested in learning how far this bunch can take it." After 50 years in the business, the Rolling Stones would be forgiven for slowing down. But their live shows, and particularly Mick Jagger, are as high-octane as ever. Jagger makes for compulsive viewing every time he steps on stage. He is unlike any other 74-year-old on the planet as he energetically struts and gyrates for more than 2 hours, yet barely appears to break a sweat. As well as treating fans to a set full of hits like Start Me Up and Brown Sugar, there were also some surprises. Chosen by the fans, the band performed 1966 classic Under My Thumb, as well as Dancing with Mr. D, the opening track from their 1973 album Goat's Head Soup. The band said this week they have no intention of retiring just yet. And on this form, we should all be grateful.